Hello, Aries men. Welcome to your reading. So, today we're working on that cloak of invisibility energy that has been around you. I'm recording on two cameras because one of my cameras was talking some nonsense, so just in case. So, if you see me doing this and doing this, that's because I'm recording on two cameras. So, whichever one decides to serve me, that's the one that we upload, right? So I'm doing everything on screen. I'm choosing the cards on screen, shuffling and dealing on screen so that those who choose to scrutinize can have as much information as we can provide them so that they can see what we're saying for themselves. Okay. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. So let's get your cards ready. Yeah, I'll be playing some music just to fill the space. My flies are still here bothering me, but it's cool. So while I select the cards and while I shuffle, I'll just play some music, yeah? Because YouTube don't pay me anyway. So, alright, Aries men, cloak of invisibility energy. What do you want to tell them, Most High? Okay. Okay, I'm hearing to switch them, but the energy doesn't feel right when I switch them. So, where do we go from here? Because usually the order that God leads me to the cards is the order that I'm asked to deliver the messages. But yesterday and today the same thing happened. So I did Aries ladies yesterday and the same thing happened Aries. With Aries ladies, what happened is people around them were pulling them outside of their energy. So whereas they are a light being, they are being manipulated by being tormented, and that just put them in their dark energy. So God is advising them there's time to switch it back to their light energy. Okay, and a big part of their issue is that they keep fighting their own battles instead of sometimes just sitting back and allowing God to take its place or to fulfill its role in her life. Okay, so this switching energy. So, okay, so I think that was meant to lead me to saying that to you. So perhaps that has something to do with what's happening in your life. So you're meant to be a light being, but because life has been so quote unquote cruel to you or very challenging, because life has been challenging, you feel like to protect yourself you need to be in your warrior spirit on a regular basis. And God wants you to know, no, because the thing is, when we try to fix all of our battles, we close the door to God stepping in and showing itself in our life. We close the door to God making miracles happen on our behalf. We close the door to God being able to use our situation to manifest its presence for those around you to see. I hope you get that. So it's important that you know what battles you should take on, or what parts of your battles you should take on, and what parts you should leave up to nature or the universe, God and its delegates. Okay? So everything is not on your shoulders. Sometimes God wants to give you rest, but because you're not paying much attention to God and how God works in your life, you're choosing to deal with everything on your own. I've been sent a plague of flies and they're doing a very good job. Somebody sent them to my house and they're doing a good job of annoying me. So if you see me swatting, yeah, maybe I need to buy one of them zappers. One of them electrocuted zappers. So when they touch it, it goes zzz, and just kill them. We used to do that to the mosquitoes in my country. So okay, so The cards are meant to be this way. Now what we're gonna do is shuffle and get your message, okay? So enjoy the music in the meantime. One more time, Aries. Okay. So your first message. What does God want you to know about this situation? Aries men. God want you to shine your light. But it did fall like this. And now I'm feeling conflicted. Just like with the switcheroo. So let's see what God actually wants you to do. I know at the bottom of the deck, it's all about you having faith. So let's see. Does God want you to shine right now? Or just kind of chill? Okay, I feel at peace like this. Yeah, it's upright. So shine your light. So perhaps you've been standing back. You've been allowing other people to run the show when really and truly the power is within you. It is your role. So you've been passing off your role to other people and taking a back seat. You've been allowing other people to shine lights that God didn't want shining at this point in time. And so the message finally comes to you that, yeah, please, Aries, do what you're supposed to do. You're making things fall out of whack, okay? Do you, and things will start falling into balance. Anything you see that happen, once you start doing you, it's meant to happen. So do you, and have no regrets, okay? At the bottom of the deck, yeah, have faith. So if by doing you, you start losing friends, losing family, losing money, losing your stability, or you gain friends, you gain family, you gain money, whatever happens, once you're shining your light, have faith, because that's the direction that God wants things to go in order to bring the ultimate balance to your life. And remember, it's not just about us. While we're living, we're here to be a blessing, and like, we're here to be blessings, we're here to be stepping stones, we're here to be sidekicks. We're here to help other people as well. Okay, so life is not just about us shining our light. Life is about God using us to help other people to get to the stage where they can shine their light too. So perhaps through your courage and through your ability to have faith in spite of whatever may be happening around you, you will inspire other people to try it as well. Okay? But it starts somewhere, and God has ordained you with the mindset necessary to live this kind of life. Because a life of faith is a very hard one. Why? Because faith means that although you don't see anything around you pointing towards a yes or a no, whatever the outcome is, you don't have no evidence that it can happen, but choosing to believe anyway. That's faith. So that's blind faith. Let's put it like that. So in spite of you not seeing how this can work, not seeing how you can win, not seeing whatever the outcome is that you hope for, you choose to believe that it can happen anyway. Because we serve a miracle working God. So you'd be right to assume that you can achieve whatever it is that you need to achieve in spite of the odds around you. So it's against all odds kind of energy. Okay? And somebody has to lead out with that, because an against all odds kind of energy is not something that anybody can harness. It takes special people to hold or manifest that type of energy. Okay? And God has given you what you need to do that. And is giving you more of what you need. You need to have faith. So God is filling you up with the right ideologies right now. Now is a time to have faith and shine your light. Don't worry about who don't like it or who like it. Just do you. So after we have faith, we have face your shadow. So our shadow would be things like our fears, our doubts, our selfishness, anything that would have an adverse effect on our ultimate aim or ultimate goal or ultimate desire. That's your shadow. Anything that would hold you back. Those are your shadows. So have faith and face your shadow. Then we have embrace your power. Okay? God has given it to you. And if you didn't know before, now you know. So you should start familiarizing yourself with your power. Okay? We got rejuvenate. Tune out distractions. So don't listen to any naysayers. Don't worry about the people who do not understand what is driving you. Don't worry about the people who do not believe in what you're doing. Once you know within your heart and your soul that this is what you're meant to be doing, tune out the distractions. And God says to choose your friends wisely. So the thing with this is, the more people you have around you who does not see things the way that you see things, the more opposition you will have. So right now is a time for you to work with people who have like minds. Okay? Once you believe in something, because look at this. If you believe that you're supposed to be the president, or if you believe that you're supposed to own your own company, who has the right to take that out of you? You must believe that for a reason. Something inspired you, something moved you to have faith that you can do that. Now, the only thing that could stop you is when you allow naysayers to come in and reprogram your thinking. Because in order to be a winner, you have to have a winner's mindset. And just because they don't think that they're capable of achieving those heights of greatness, they will project that on you. And because of your love for them, you might choose to believe it and sit back like them when your glory is out there waiting for you. Whatever role you're meant to play in this world is out there unfulfilled because you chose your friends and their ideologies over choosing to trust in what's inside of your heart. So, the last thing I need to show you is accept disappointments gracefully. So the thing with this is, and this is a wake-up call, okay? So the thing with this is accepting disappointments gracefully. It means you have your aims, you have your objectives, you have your hopes. Things may not always go the way that you expect it to or hope for it to go. That's why have faith is the first thing that God said to you at the bottom of the deck. Just because it didn't happen the way that you hope to see it happen, it doesn't mean that you're going in the wrong direction. It doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. And I don't even know where the have faith card disappeared to. Okay. Yeah. The underlying issue is for you to have faith. And this is the reason why I made this here. Trust the divine process. So what that means is even when things look wonky, trust it. It's divine. Because the thing is, people feel like in order for something to be a success, it must happen exactly how we see it, exactly how we hope. We need to think outside the box. Because, okay, when I was making this, if you see how many imperfections are on this, it's only because the camera won't show you close up. I want to show you how many imperfections. So this here is an extra piece of paper I had to put, because when I did it first, underneath I did something wrong and I tried to use the Tipex to clear it, but I didn't like it, so I said let me put a whole layer of paper over it. So when you get close to this, and here the paper was ripped, I don't know if you could see that, and over here, I was looking for perfection, but God had other plans. And this is the reason why God made it look like this, is so that I could remember when I'm trying to accomplish something, even if it doesn't go the way how I hoped or I see it in my mind, it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that I'm doing the wrong thing. Okay. I'm sorry your video is so long, but I'm explaining this for people who have the patience, people who want to understand, people who want to learn. So if that's not you, you can turn off or fast forward or something. But I just need to share with you a little experience of mine. Now, I created a PayPal account for me to be able to accept donations, for me to be able to accept payments for personal readings and stuff like that, right? And somebody hacked into my account and siphoned the money and funneled all my money that ever went into the account to another account. So it's always saying 000. Every time I go in there, 000. So eventually God told me I need to make a video and tell people to stop putting money into the account. And it was open for a long time, but God set a trap for whoever it is that's doing this. So once that happened, I made the video and people stopped putting money in there. Okay. My money itself, my hair money, my hair business money, tarot money, the donations, everything is just cut off. God has been providing for me through other means. People even top up my electricity without my knowledge. I still don't know who top up my electricity and all these things, okay? So this is what I'm talking about, having faith. You don't know how it's going to happen or whatever, but you don't need to see the future. You just need to trust the divine process. Story still not finished. So even though somebody's trying to cut off all my financial stability, right, God is still providing for me through other means that I had no clue and still have no clue where the hell it's coming from. All I know is I'd have 60 something pounds on my electric, and then I look and I have 100 and something pounds on there. It's like, okay, thank you. Okay, so there's that. Now, the day before yesterday, I woke up and God was telling me I need to create another PayPal account. And I'm thinking, yes, finally I get my flow coming back in, because it's like, if God said it, then that means I must be getting my money. All right. It took me all day to decide to do it, because I was thinking, well, how am I supposed to go about this? Because I was looking into PayPal, Western Union. Should I change the one that I was working with? Blah, 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 blah. So in the evening, I decided, okay, we're going to work with PayPal because that's what we had first. So I tried to set up PayPal on one phone, and they were telling me that after I did all the work, the email address that I attached that PayPal account to, it was saying that, oh yeah, my password, the password wasn't going in. I know what the password is because the two passwords are the same. I have two email accounts. The two passwords are the same except for one slight difference. And I left it like that because it's a good idea. It helps me to remember. So I know I was putting in the right one, but they keep telling me that I'm putting in the wrong password. So I just abandoned that PayPal account. Okay, so it's basically set up, but it's a little bit incomplete. The next PayPal account now, I set up on my other phone because my other email address, I know for sure that I know that one, okay? So I did that. The email worked and everything. Now I'm trying to link my bank card to the PayPal account. And they're telling me that, unfortunately, they can't complete my request right now. Okay. So I tried going to the the online banking to finish the process. And when I got back to PayPal, they told me the same thing. They can't finish my request right now. I was like, okay. So I logged out. Now, when I was trying to log back on to it, I know because I wrote down my my password. So I know what the password is. So I kept typing in the password and they wouldn't let me back into the second account. Okay, so whoever it is that's monitoring my accounts and stuff like that, they're still trying to block me at every turn. Okay, now in the morning I was thinking God is inspiring me or motivating me to make another PayPal account because it's like, yeah, the river is about to flow. But that's not what happened. Okay, and it's important for me to trust the divine process. Now what I see is going to happen, wait, I'm going too fast. So after I got locked out of these two accounts, I had to make a post and tell everybody, if you see anything like that pop up for me, don't put any into it. Because I explained all that long story in a post. So if you search for it, you'll find it. Now, I woke up thinking, yeah, my river's about to flow. My financial river's about to flow. But God sent me along all that goose chase just so that I can see that I'm still being blocked, number one. And number two, for me to make a post and let people see what's happening, because I know that there are people out there who are investigating my story, period, because I've experienced some other things where I'm being blessed in other ways. So the same way the bad guys have their secret crew, the good guys have their secret crew that watch over us. Okay, so this is why we must trust the divine process. I hope you're taking all this in because it's important for you to know who you are and what you're entitled to as far as your blessings here on earth. Okay, my life story is supposed to show you what you can expect for yourself as well, because you are like I am. Okay, so this step that happened with this last PayPal thing, I think it takes me one step closer to the hackers on the good side to be able to now hacking to see who is the one that's siphoning off, who is the one that's messing with my money like that. Okay, so by me putting that information out there, it helps to push my case further along. All right, so saying all that to say, just because you have an idea of what you hope to achieve, or you think you know what God is trying to achieve, just because it don't work out like that doesn't mean that it was all in vain. It doesn't mean that you weren't supposed to. It means that it's a stepping stone. Every step brings you a step closer to your goal. You need to trust the divine process. Right. So, let me get your next set of cards ready. We have to understand how this game is played, right? Or else we'll forever be frustrated. Okay. So I can hear you asking about this cloak of invisibility. Right now, who's wearing the cloak of invisibility, my friend, is you. People can't see you because you're not shining your light. You're sitting in the background like you're a regular person like everybody else when God has called you to be greater than that. Let's read on. So the first message we have for you is change or tweak the beat. Then we have stop working with you know who. And then we have expand your lyrical content or conversation. The underlying issue is for you to be independent and do it alone. All right. So, if you change who you're working with, if you change who you're chilling with, that will change your fate. So the beat is the your fate, your karma, your destiny. Okay? Change or tweak the beat. You know when they talk about dancing to the beat of your own drum, it's time that you start dancing to the beat of your own drum. Not the drum of your family, not the drum of your friends, not the drum of your boss, not the drum of your girlfriend, not the drum of your wife, not the drum of your children. It's time for you to dance to the beat of your own drum. So whoever it is that's in your life right now that's been such a big influence on you, who has somehow managed to convince you to sit in the background when you really supposed to be in the forefront of things, you need to stop working with them. And that will change your fate. Because then you think different, you act different, and you have different results. They're a hindrance to you right now. Then we have expand your lyrical content, your conversation. This is talking about talking to yourself. So you need to start to see the situation from the right perspective. You need to speak more to yourself. You need to get more in touch with your truth, your own conversation. Instead of allowing other people to share their teachings and their beliefs with you, it's time for you to start to search yourself to find your own belief system. What do you believe in? How do you understand different subjects? What do you really think? Without the influence of your loved ones around you, what does Aries really, really think? Without the influence of society and what society expects of you, how do you really, really see these different subjects? It's time for you to start to get to know yourself. Speak your truth to yourself. And that's why we have the underlying energy being be independent and do it alone. Because when you have people around you, you're prone to taking on their feelings, their emotions, their beliefs, their problems. You're prone to spending time on their issues. And the more time we spend on other people is the less time that we spend on ourselves. You've been delayed for quite a while. Okay? The next card we have for you is be your own biggest critic and your own biggest fan. So this is talking about you knowing your truth. If something works for you, accept it. If something doesn't work for you, let it go. That's what this is about. Exactly what I said. Then God says, you are caring too much about what people think. It's time for you to get to know what you think. It's time for you to create a new sound in your mind. Lyrical content. Your conversation needs to change. You need to have conversations with yourself. You got team up with you know who. Who are you supposed to team up with? Your higher self. The God within you. And anybody who shares that vision. Because they will help to strengthen your thought process. As opposed to be in opposition to it, slowing you down. See how that works? And God says, forgive yourself and others. Just keep calm and carry on. Everything is as it should be. This is just the time for you to come out of that mindset, come out of that living experience. It was meant to happen to teach you about how you can lose yourself when you find friends and family. Okay? So don't hold it against anybody. It was a valuable life lesson. God wants you to get back to doing whatever you do from your heart or your soul. That's how you win. Because when you're connected by heart, you're connected to the all. You're connected to the Great Spirit. You're connected to God. You're connected to your higher self. It's all about what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Okay, I'm done. Oh, last thing. Realize that you cannot please everyone. So some people will be happy with these new changes that you make if you choose to take this advice as being beneficial and true. Some people will be happy, but some people won't be happy. But at the end of the day, if you believe that you're here to make them happy, then that just proved to me that you've missed everything that I just said to you in this reading. You've missed everything that God has put in me to say to you in this reading. You first. Time for you to put yourself first. Because by you depriving yourself, you deprive your whole destiny. You deprive everybody that would have met you. You deprive every bit of excellence that you would have achieved had you chosen to walk the path of oneness. Had you chosen to choose yourself. To deprive yourself is to deprive everybody else of whatever magic God has put in you to share with us. Good luck with that. But just know that whatever you're being right now, you are so much more than that. You're depriving yourself of your true position and authority in life. You're allowing others to lead you when you should be the one who is in the lead. After you've taken time to face your truths and understand your truths. Because the thing is, you understand more than the people who are guiding you. Once you take the time to sit down with yourself, you will realize that. And they will realize that once you start speaking your truth. And that's the reason why some of them are going to hate you. Because they're going to wonder, who do you think you are? They'll be jealous. They'll be jealous. But this is who you were all along. It's just that you couldn't see it. So you may have to cut out some people for your own protection. But this is your season to rise. Either you're going to take it up or you're going to leave it. But God is calling you. To your rightful position. It doesn't make you better than anyone else. It just makes you great like the other greats. Can you be my Superman? Can you be my... Alright. Let's get your last message. You and the Aries female took up a lot of time. The other one, the Aries one, was like 40 minutes. You're at 33 so far. 37, sorry, what the hell am I saying? Ooh, God has a lot to say with this one, boy. So I think we had this one first, then this one, then this bunch, and then that. Alright. Superman. Ooh. So we have Cursed. Then we have Prejudiced. Then we have Frightened, coming out with Attention Seeker and Racist. God says that is disgusting. So right here, Attention Seeker and Racist is like you're seeking attention, you're seeking approval from the wrong type of people. Someone who goes through life basing their decisions, determining their fate on racism is someone who is really depriving themselves of living their greatest life. Because friendship doesn't always look like you. Okay. Now we have Cursed and we have Prejudice. Now you know what it means to be cursed. And prejudice, that's just thinking someone is less than you based on silly reasons, quite like racism. So not only have you not been living in your destiny, you've been far removed. You've been far removed from people that really are here to be a part of your destinies in a positive way. So this prejudice attitude that you've been carrying around for a while, the attitude of feeling like you're better than whoever you've thought you are better than, that's actually bringing about this cursed energy. That's exactly what's stopping you. And then this desire of yours to be accepted by these racist people. You're afraid of losing. You're afraid of losing their approval. And God said it's disgusting. So you belong at the top of the food chain, and for whatever reason, you're here right at the bottom. These people are even up higher than you when you belong higher than them. You belong teaching them not to be this way. You supposed to be teaching them that they shouldn't be so prejudiced, they shouldn't be so racist, because you know better. You weren't made like that. At your core, you're not made like that. And when you take time to sit down with yourself and face who you actually are, you will see that you are not made like this. They made you like this. God didn't make you like this. And only God knows how many good friendships you could have had. But because the person is of a different skin color or of a different class or different to you in some way, you chose to block them out of your life and you let these people in. These people who are intentionally or unintentionally destiny thieves. Fate thieves. What if these people know who you are and it is their job to keep you away from your true path? You've allowed them to win. Anyway, the underlying issue we have here is chatterbox, ass kisser, drama king or queen, slutty, excuse me. Then we have clever. And we have smelly and manipulator. You need to smell the manipulator. These people are manipulating you. They are warmongers. They're turning you into a warmonger. You're hating people that you have no business hating. You're hating people who are put in your path to be a blessing to you. You're shutting yourself out of your own blessing by continuing along this path. That's a disappointment. Yeah, they're destiny killers. They're killing your vibe. But here we come with a blank slate. So God is giving you a new chance to start to build again. So yeah, so the underlying issue is you're kissing up to the wrong people. Chatterbox, drama king, slutty, all that is negative energy. God says you need to be smart, clever. You need to smell the manipulator. You need to start seeing things for what they truly are. They're training you to be a warmonger. And that is very disappointing. You need to kill that and begin from scratch. So, those are the messages that we have for you. Thank you so much for watching, Aries men. Until next time, my dears, take care of yourself.